EnergyHub, Rivian Scale Managed EV Charging. When EnergyHub and Rivian announced a partnership to expand managed EV charging across North America, the significance extended beyond a typical technology integration. As electric vehicle adoption accelerates, utilities are facing sustained load growth driven by electrification, data centers, and broader economic shifts. The challenge is that millions of mobile, high-capacity loads are connecting to local distribution networks. The collaboration links Rivian's direct-to-driver software ecosystem with EnergyHub's grid-aware managed charging platform. The goal is to better align vehicle charging with real-time grid conditions, transforming EVs from unmanaged demand into coordinated, flexible resources. At a practical level, Rivian drivers will be able to discover and enroll in utility EV programs directly through their vehicle interface. For utilities, the integration creates a more streamlined channel for program recruitment and participation, reducing reliance on fragmented outreach efforts. Instead of treating EV charging as unpredictable demand, utilities can incorporate it into broader load management strategies designed to mitigate peak demand and ease infrastructure constraints. Managed charging is increasingly viewed as a cost-effective alternative to large-scale infrastructure upgrades. By shaping when and how vehicles charge, utilities can smooth demand growth and defer investments in substations, transformers, and feeder upgrades. Integrating driver experience with grid operations, Rivian's contribution to the partnership centers on its software-first vehicle platform and direct relationship with drivers. Embedding managed charging within the ownership experience positions participation as a feature rather than a mandate. Drivers retain control over their charging needs, while gaining access to programs that may offer financial incentives or optimized charging schedules. EnergyHub's technology focuses on dynamic load shaping, adjusting charging patterns based on local capacity constraints and real-time grid signals. This approach supports distribution-level reliability, addressing pressure points across substations and neighborhood feeders, rather than concentrating solely on system-wide peak reduction. Rivian vehicles will also integrate into EnergyHub's broader virtual power plant platform. That platform already coordinates distributed energy resources such as thermostats and battery systems. Adding EVs expands the portfolio of dispatchable, flexible assets available to utilities, further embedding transportation electrification into distributed energy strategies. Scaling utility programs for the next phase of electrification. Recruiting and retaining customers in demand-side programs remains a persistent challenge for utilities. The EnergyHub Rivian integration introduces a more direct pathway to EV owners who are already engaged through digital vehicle interfaces. This reduces customer acquisition friction and can accelerate the transition from pilot programs to scaled deployments. The partnership also supports flexibility in program design. Utilities can implement passive managed charging options, active dispatch programs, or hybrid approaches depending on regulatory requirements and customer preferences. This adaptability is critical as jurisdictions vary widely in policy frameworks and grid conditions. As renewable penetration increases and electrified demand grows, coordinated load management is becoming foundational to grid planning. While managed charging alone will not eliminate infrastructure constraints, integrating EVs into utility-operated platforms represents a practical step toward treating them as grid assets rather than isolated loads.